Welcome to the BAM Sports Show.
All right, so here we go.
Maybe I'm the weird one.
It's 2022. We don't judge. You do.
No,
what
I
you
don't.
wanna do with-
A fan of the show had a shout out for you.
You should just shut your mouth. You're coming off as stupid.
Welcome to a brand new sports show experience coming through your wavelengths. Let's get ready to have some fun. So sit back, crack open a drink, and let's talk some sports.
Good evening, everybody, and let's talk some sports indeed. I apologize, Ryan. What the? I look down in the left-hand corner. All I see is you fucking duck lip with Pringles dancing to the fucking music. Oh my God! Everybody, welcome to the BAM Sports Show. It is Friday, November 11th. Happy Veterans Day to everyone out there, and to our own Rick Horn. I'm joined, as always, tonight with the co-host, Ryan.
Yo.
Also a duck face.
Quack,
That dude
quack.
down in Jacksonville. Our veteran that we're all saluting today, Mr. Rick Horn.
What's going on, buddy?
And new to the show as of Tuesday, fact checker. Gonna call Ryan on all his shit tonight. Keith Carver.
I will.
What's up?
Ayo.
Whoa. So everybody else gets their title, but I don't get mine? The shade.
I literally saluted you, dude.
I know.
Live
I know.
on the air.
Rick,
No,
tell
so-
him to salute your shorts. Guys, remember that show?
I do. It's a great
I
show.
do not.
Good show.
I have
Blake's
no idea
not-
what you're talking about.
Blake's not old.
He's not.
Not
No,
old
but I tell
enough.
you what, man. If I can, just real quick, before we kind of get started and everything, I just want to kind of put a plug out there. So yes, happy Veterans Day to all of our active duty and veteran service members out there. Listen, as far as the military goes, one huge problem that we all know is out there is veterans committing suicide and active duty committing suicide. So I just wanted to put a plug out there. This is definitely not part of the show, or rather, we are not sponsored by this. But please, if you are an active duty or veteran service member, including National Guard and Reserves, regardless if you're enrolled in VA benefits or not, if you ever feel like you're in that type of a crisis, please get a hold of the Veterans Helpline by simply dialing 988 and then pressing the number 1. Again, that's 988 and then press the number 1 once you get a hold of them. It's completely free. Be able to talk to somebody about whatever it is that you have going on. And if not that, if you don't feel like talking on the phone, they have a website as well. That's veteranscrisisline.net. They have an online chat function. They also have a text function at 838-255. So I just wanted to put that out there because that's something that's definitely near and dear to my heart.
It should be
Yeah,
near
dude,
and dear
most-
to everybody's heart, too.
Everybody's heart, man.
That's a very good, noble cause.
And in fact, Rick, had I known you were going to go on that, man, I'd have just done one of these and just done.
Hey.
Oh, I don't know how to get it off Ryan. I'm trying to make it Rick. There we go. I'd have done that,
Yeah.
my guy.
No, it's all
That-
good.
that
It's all
definitely
good.
deserves
Sorry, I
all
know
the
that was kind of a, kind of left field, but I did just want to, put that out there.
No, we appreciate
No,
it.
you're good. You're good, my
You're
friend. I
good.
appreciate you. And I mean, I think we've touched on it several times on this show, guys. Veteran or not, if there's something going on, any of us on the show are available at any given moment. So please don't hesitate to reach out.
I don't like
But
talking when
on-
I'm pooping, though. So, one of these other guys can get you if we're on the toilets. I think that's a good ground rule.
Look, if you need me to talk you off the ledge while I'm dropping a deuce, I got you. I'm there. Doesn't matter.
It's more
But
of
let's kind of get back into some sports. What's up?
nothing.
Ryan, are you on your shoulder pain pills? Everyone, you can see Ryan did survive his surgery on Wednesday. He was able to come out of that alive.
I think.
Unfortunately, he did not have the massive erection like we had hoped for. But it is what it is, right? Take some wins and take some losses, I guess, right?
You take
such
the
as
good
sports.
with the bad.
Most definitely. So we had football last night. Not good football.
I heard the game
Um,
sucked.
Football.
I know you didn't watch it. Ryan, did you watch it before you went to the movie?
No. No.
Rick, I know you probably watched maybe the first quarter.
Actually, believe it or not, I caught the back end of it. So, like, because of the storm down here and everything, we got released from work a little bit early on Wednesday, and then had yesterday off. And so, like, my kind of my mental clock, was a little bit off base, and I was like, oh shit, it's Thursday, there's football on. And so I caught like the back end of the third quarter and then most of the fourth quarter. Yeah, it was a rough game to watch.
Yeah.
Although I do have Deonta Foreman in 2 of my leagues, so he did well enough, so I was happy to see that.
I was actually surprised he got as many touches as he did with Chuba coming back. I kind of expected Chuba to kind of step back into that RB1, but I mean Foreman has, I guess, earned his spot, right? Like
He
put
looks
up some
good
numbers.
enough. He looks
Yeah.
good enough.
Dude, yeah, he's good. I mean, if you look back to last year, when he was, kind of filling in Derrick Henry's shoes while he was away, he played well then. And before that, I mean, the kid was drafted by the Texans, and he was, kind of like the hype that, Damian Pierce has gotten. Deonta Foreman back then was starting to get some of that same hype, but then I want to say it was either during the preseason or during like week 1 or 2, just like super early on.
Yeah.
Ends up getting injured, and then they trade for David Johnson, and so he never kind of really gotten a fair shake after that. But no, he's a very good running back.
Yeah, I think the most shocking thing for me in that entire game is like on Sunday we watched the Bengals beat the brakes off the Panthers. Like Joe Mixon went fucking off, scored probably close to all season long what he did on Sunday.
I
And I expected, Cordell Patterson coming back off IR last week. It's the fucking Panthers. My buddy shot me a text and was like, what do you think about Patterson? I was like, he's a fucking lock, dude. Play that fool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think he had 18 yards, 11 points in fantasy. I was just shocked that, he didn't score a touchdown. Like,
it's a Thursday game.
Yeah, divisional
What do you
game too.
expect?
And they're in Carolina's yard, so
Yeah.
And those black jerseys look sick.
they did look sick.
They were the best thing of the game.
They were.
They did look sick. Now, anyone have any thoughts on the fact that PJ started the game?
it's definitely interesting. I mean, man, like what crazy times we live in. I forget, like what year was Baker Mayfield drafted? Does anybody remember?
2018?
Keith?
That's me. I'm on
This
it.
is a Keith job. This is a Keith job.
2 seconds.
But
Anyway.
but they yanked PJ out last week, put Baker in. Baker looked good.
Well, what I was going to get at, like what crazy times we live in where the number 1 and the number 3 draft pick of that draft class are both on the same team and both are benched in favor of an XFL quarterback.
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah, so the number 1 and number 3 pick of 2018
Called it.
are both on the bench.
1 and 3.
Yeah, that's what I said. 1
Oh,
and 3.
sorry. I thought you said 2.
Yeah, number 1 and number 3 draft pick of the 2018 draft are both bench warmers and watching PJ Walker play. An XFL quarterback. That is
Being
fantastic.
paid a hell of a lot more money.
Tankathon, baby. They're going to
Carolina
be the
knows
number
what
1.
Baker is.
Okay, so here's another thing, right? They got Matt Carroll on that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corral or whatever his fucking name
Matt
is.
Corral, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does Tankathon have them picking? What, 3, 4,
1.
1?
Mm-hmm. Or it did.
Okay, so I mean you're taking CJ Stroud or Bryce Young if you're 1, right? Like there's no
Right.
way you're passing on one of those guys.
Right.
So Matt Corral wasn't started.
Matt
now
Corral's
you-
injured.
Yeah, I wasn't going
Yeah.
to start there anyways over PJ, but that's what a fucking mess. What a fucking mess. Now, Ryan, you're more the cap guy, or Keith, I don't care. What happens on off season? They cut those guys. They cut Baker, they cut Darnold. How much are they on the hook for?
Oh, man. Keith, you're going to have to look that up, bud. I
I
can't type.
don't think they're under contract for Baker. I don't think they owe Baker anything next year. Let me check.
Right
Yeah, I
now,
think he's-
Carolina is 5 on Tankathon.
After last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're getting a Bryce
That's
Young or a
disaster.
CJ there. That is a
It's
disaster.
a disaster of a organization right now.
It's a clown show. There's really no other way to describe it.
So who do we think wins the South?
I'm
Tampa.
still going to say Tampa.
I guess we can revisit this on Tuesday or not on Tuesday, but next Friday after we see how Tampa looks. But I mean, vintage Tom looked like vintage Tom in that game on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Like that last minute and a half looked like fucking Tom Brady. So if they start to get, and I think that was their first game with all three receivers, if I remember correctly, like all three of their starters.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'll say this much. Well, I'll wait until we get into our picks because I don't want to ruin it. But
Baker after this year, free agent,
Yeah, he has nothing after this year. That's what I thought.
and I think that's the same for Darnold.
Same for
Okay,
Darnold.
well then I guess both those guys are getting cut. I mean, that's not even a question.
They're not
right?
even going to get cut. They're just free agents.
Well, okay, or extended an offer, whatever
Right.
you want to fucking.
you're going to be allowed to walk.
Hold on, sorry, I'm checking that. Y'all, I'm telling you, we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna go on a fucking rant.
What's the score?
Since they're up by 2.
Cincinnati is
Yeah.
against whom?
East Carolina. Let me repeat that for those who are not listening in the fucking back. East Carolina.
Wow.
Ben Bryant had -3 yards in the first quarter and didn't get fucking benched. Why? Mad
that
at
time. It's not that time. You gotta wait.
Fucking hate it. Anyways, you're right. It's not that time yet. So let's kind of get into a couple more things. So speaking of Cincinnati, I guess this is a good segue because I saw Rob post the question in the chat earlier. Marcus Mariota did not look good last night. His
Shocker.
the 360 to the ground. I'm gonna throw the ball straight up in the air, looking like Mitch Trubisky. Like that was rough.
I don't think Trubisky ever did that.
I don't think he did.
Well, then I apologize, Mitch, for bad mouthing you.
Mitch,
There's
I
at
think he
least
was-
one. I guarantee there's a Bears quarterback that's done it.
I think a lot of
Maybe.
the memes that are going around are saying like he's trying to do some Patrick Mahomes type shit when he's definitely not Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure
Is
where are they sitting at on Tankathon? Because like I would have thought by at this point, if they were really trying to
9.
do something, they would have given what's that kid? Who's that kid they drafted? Ritter.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter.
Which I think that
Desmond
was
Ritter,
Rob's
yeah.
question. I think Rob posed the question in the chat was, is it time for Atlanta to switch to Desmond? You know, like if you're not.
Not yet.
I agree. I don't think yet. I'm a huge Desmond Ritter fan. I mean, I have Marcus in fantasy football, and he's actually put up decent numbers.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Atlanta is currently 15 on Tankathon.
Wow.
Well, they are leading the South.
They are.
I would say they're very much still in position to win the South. So I don't think so. I think you stick with Mariota there. I really do.
Yeah, one bad game. That shouldn't derail them there.
Oh, did we get the ball back?
I don't know. Did you? Anyways.
Anyway, sorry guys.
Like-
Sorry. I'm trying to multitask here. Okay, I'm trying
Cincinnati
to.
currently has the ball.
Sweet.
You're
All right,
failing.
keep me posted. All right. Anyway, so
Run your show. I'll keep an eye on it.
thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so let's get into some picks for Thursday or for Sunday. Jesus. We've got Seahawks heading down to Tampa. Speaking of that Tampa game.
Yeah, this is
In
where
Germany.
kind of where I was.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is
The
Germany.
point that I wanted to hold off until from earlier is that I think that I know it's going to suck for both teams having to travel all the way to Germany, but in a way, and not that either team is necessarily at an advantage because of the fact that the game is in Germany, but I think that this bodes well for Tampa in that if the game was either in Seattle or I'd even say if it was in Tampa, I like the Seahawks to win this matchup. But with that added layer of having to travel like all the way over to Germany, Tom has been in these international games before.
Mhm.
So I think he might have a slight edge. He kind of understands like kind of adjusting sleep schedule and all of this, kind of performing on that type of a stage a little bit better than Geno Smith does, so I think it bodes well for Tampa. I think I still go with the Seahawks here just because I think that it seems like every week Geno just keeps getting it done. And on top of that, it just looks like every week the defense is getting just a little bit better. They're not, a world-beating defense, but they're a scrappy defense. They're a competent defense. They're definitely not the bottom feeder defense that they were at the beginning of the year, where they were just in that insane shootout that was fantasy gold with Detroit.
Yeah.
They're not a bottom feeder defense. I think they're a competent defense that have some pretty damn good players on there. So I think I could see Tampa winning this game, but I think I'm going to pick the Seahawks just because I like what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Seahawks all the way.
Keith.
I'm going with the undefeated international player Tom Brady in the Bucs.
Ooh.
3-0.
I'm riding with Seattle here. Kenneth Walker III is running like a bat out of hell. Tampa doesn't seem that they can stop the run. And that Seattle team just looks like they're having fun, and that's a very dangerous fucking thing. Cleveland heading to Miami.
Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah. Dolphins.
Dolphins easily.
Wow, we're unanimous tonight, boys. No one gives that Cleveland defense a chance, huh? That defensive line?
No.
Okay, well, good discussion. Good talk, guys.
No.
I'm all pain-pilled up, Blake. You can't rely on me.
The MCDC-led Detroit Lions head into Chicago to play the newly found offense Chicago Bears.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah, I think give me the Bears on this one, but I think that this one could potentially be absolute fantasy gold. Both defenses are terrible.
Yep.
And both, maybe Detroit not as much now, but certainly the Bears, their offense has started clicking a lot. Justin Fields is on fire right now. But we have seen Detroit get into some really big shootouts and almost come out on top. So I think that this is going to be one of the more fun games to watch on the week.
I'm excited actually to watch the Bears. I mean, I always am, but especially right now.
I was like, oh, wow, he really is high on pain.
And other
Keith,
things.
who you got?
I'm going the Bears, but don't give the Lions defense credit for anything. They gave up a lot of yards. We just couldn't put the ball in the damn end zone. But I'm still going Bears because you'll put the ball in the end zone unlike us.
It's true.
I'm riding
We're a
Bears
better
here as
football team.
well.
You are a better football team right now.
And a fantasy lock on that, guys. If you do have Justin Fields, play him this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Play him the rest of the season. Don't
he
bench
put
him.
up 50 points against Miami last week.
Yes.
Like,
Here's a question for you.
100 points. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts or Justin Fields? Like if someone drafted Jalen Hurts but somehow snatched up Justin Fields off the waiver wire, who are you starting this week? Jalen Hurts versus the Commanders or Justin Fields versus the Lions? PPR.
I think that's going. I'm still going Justin there.
I'm going to say I'm
Chicago's
going
to lean on him a lot more than Philly has to lean on.
The only thing that gives me pause is Dan Campbell expressly coming out and saying that they're going to be planning on playing a spy on Justin all day, and that was kind of the biggest thing with the Dolphins defenses. They just kind of let him go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still love that fucking quote from Mike McDaniel. I think I'm becoming a Dolphins fan because of Mike McDaniel, like low key.
I don't know, man. He doesn't take care of his players. He lets them get concussions.
All right, moving on. Anyway, so the Vikings head up to Buffalo to play. Josh Allen is an hour-by-hour situation and game-time decision. He practiced today in limited capability in a potential Super Bowl matchup.
It's at Buffalo. it's going to be cold up there. We got a little winter clipper coming through. I don't know if that's what they call it, but I'm going to take Buffalo. I think even with a backup, they're better than this Vikings team.
It's tough, man, because so their backup. If Josh Allen wasn't able to play, they've got their Case Keenum. My gosh, I can't talk. Case Keenum will get the start.
Yep, I picked them up in a couple of.
He's not. I mean, he's not Josh Allen, but he's a competent backup. I mean, you remember not so long ago he was the starter for this very same Minnesota Vikings team, and you get him and Stephon Diggs going against the Vikings. That'd be a fun little revenge game for them. So yeah, although it's, I mean, as much shit as we like to talk in the Vikings, they're now what, like 9-1, or excuse me, 8-1.
8-1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're 8-1 right now. So it's
7-1.
tough. 7-1?
7-1.
Oh yeah, because they had the bye week.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm fired.
So, yeah. If hell with it, give me the Bills.
There you go. That's what I like to see. Now, if you're the Bills, do you purposefully think about keeping Allen out, even if he's okay to play?
100%.
Give him another week.
Yeah.
It's not an AFC game. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I mean, Case Keenum, we know he's got an arm. So they're not going to lose the downfield threat with Stephon Diggs. You know, that defense is pissed because they lost to the fucking Jets.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. I think they've got too much talent on that offense, even with Josh Allen coming out.
Same.
Case Keenum revenge game.
Yeah,
So
Case
Bills
Keenum
across
/
the board,
Stephon Diggs.
boys.
/ Stephon Diggs.
That's 3 in a row that we're together on. All right, we got Denver heading to Tennessee, the Titans, coming off that loss in Kansas City.
Give me Tennessee on that.
Yeah, give me Tennessee.
They almost beat the Chiefs.
You're not riding with your Broncos?
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Who rides with the Broncos besides Russ Wilson?
Rick rode with the Broncos.
No,
I didn't ride with them.
It's Tennessee. Hey, Blake. Cincinnati wins.
Thank the fucking God. The only thing that sucks about us winning this game is that these stupid asses are going to come on this stupid fan board and we're like, well, Ben Bryant won the football game. He couldn't hit the fucking side of a bar in a box with a fucking handful of rice.
Get them.
I got Titans. I think Denver's toast. Not even good toast, just burnt. All right, so hold on. Let me adjust the fucking Titans. I should have just copied and pasted. Houston Texans heading to New York to play the Giants. Kenny Golladay is scheduled to play for the Giants, it sounds like.
So?
Either way, give me the Giants. He's inconsequential. Like,
yeah.
Give me the Giants only, and I think that this game is going to suck. I really do. I don't think this is going to be a good game at all. I think that it's just going to be. You pretty much have really just Dameon Pierce versus Saquon Barkley, because both those guys basically are their respective team's offense, and the Texans don't worry me whatsoever. However, the Giants have a competent defense, and they're at home. I think if I'm remembering correctly, Dameon Pierce is kind of coming off of an injury that he's been, kind of mending and whatnot. So give me the Giants. And I know that stadium's, the field itself is kind of shitty to play on, but the Giants players are obviously kind of used to it. So
yeah, Giants and
the
Saquon.
Guy on the left, Ryan.
Wait, shit, I'm on the right.
You're good. I got you.
You're pointing the wrong way.
No, I'm pointing to the right way, guys.
We did this the other day, Blake.
I'm telling you, on
pointing-
my screen, I'm pointing to the correct
I'm
direction.
telling you, you're pointing the wrong way. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pointing
there you
to
go.
the closet.
Anyways,
I'm pointing to you.
give me the Giants.
Yeah. You got the Giants. All right. So we got Giants, Giants, Giants. No one gives Houston a chance to win this football game.
No,
No.
not a
I'm
snowball's
taking
chance.
Houston.
You fucking
Especially well, hold up. Do we know if Brandon Cooks is going to play?
Probably
I think
not.
he's back.
Is he? Is he done throwing his little hissy fit?
He apologized.
He said "sorry," and he put his fingers in front of his. So ow! I can't do that.
I got you.
That hurts.
Nope. I'm going Houston because that's the NFL this year. It's fucking weird, and no one's
That
gonna give
is
them a
true.
chance to win this football game. So
We are in a
going
bizarro
Houston.
football world.
If
and I need
Brandon
to find
Cooks
a way to
plays,
get a
I
better
give
record this
them
weekend than you guys.
oh shit. Yeah, if Brandon Cooks plays, I give them a small chance to win, but I say either way, give me the Giants.
Charge your headphones, you stooge. He can't hear us
Yeah,
right
I
now. 'cause
know
they're
it.
dead.
My headphones died.
Oh, he can't hear us.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Oh, or you just
I
come
was
into a
just moving. I was just moving my mouth.
Yeah.
speaker.
let's get on
Jaguars
the
head
speaker
to
for a second.
Arrowhead to play the Chiefs.
The chefs, baby.
Chef's kiss?
They're
You
gonna
said the
slice.
Chargers?
No, the Chiefs.
What?
No, who's playing the Chiefs?
Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
Oh, yeah. Give me the Chiefs, but I'm rooting for the Jaguars. That'll be a fun game for T-Law to win.
Chiefs.
Keith?
Chiefs
Oh, you
by a lot.
fuckers.
Like,
You're
I
going to make
can't-
me do it, aren't you? You're going to
I
make
can't
me
pick
do
the-
it.
I can't pick the Jaguars in Kansas City.
Titans damn near beat them.
Yeah, that's the Titans. with
Yes,
Derrick
the
Henry.
Jaguars and the Titans, two very similar teams.
I got Casey.
Travis Etienne and Derrick Henry. Totally the
All right,
same
this
guy.
will be a fun one. This will be a fun one, boys. All right, you ready?
Oh,
we got-
God.
Indianapolis heading out to the Sin City of Vegas to play the Raiders that are fucking awful. However, the Colts are fucking awful, but they've got a coach that has never coached a professional football game before in his life, and they got a play call that's never called fucking plays before in his life. What do you got?
Colts.
You got the Colts?
I got the Colts.
I got the Colts.
Ooh.
I got the Colts, and I'll tell you why.
Huh.
I am
Jeff Satter's a
stoned
fucking
out of
dog.
my fucking mind. That's why. I'm sorry. I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, so I wasn't here during the Tuesday show to be able to talk about the whole Jeff Saturday thing, and I'm not going to take up too much time doing so. But wow, how insane! And I love Jeff Saturday. He's a very likable guy, and I think a lot of the big talking heads out there on all the different shows and whatnot, they all have relatively the same sentiment. Like, no knock against him. Like, he's a great guy, stand-up guy, beloved in Indianapolis.
Mhm.
But just what a shit show. Like, this was let's hire my drinking buddy because this is all going into the shitter anyway. That said, like, I watched winner of that game is anybody that didn't buy a ticket, says my brother Shannon. That is exactly correct.
That's very
Yes.
true.
But no, it's I watched. They had like the introductory press conference, where they named him interim head coach, and I don't remember the exact question, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here anyway. But Jim Irsay, obviously there's a lot of questions. Oh, he's never coached, college or NFL whatsoever, and this, that, and the third. And Jim Irsay starts going on a rant, and he eventually gets to the point where he says, I don't know how to make sausage. I don't know what goes into sausage, but I do know how to build a football team.
He does.
And, anyway, but no. And then they had a separate press conference, like the, kind of the pregame press conference, for the Raiders game. And I've got to give Jeff Saturday credit. Like, I'm not sure if any of you guys watched that, but
I saw it.
he had a pretty damn good press conference.
He held a WWE promo. That was great.
Yeah. He was I liked how he responded to just about every question there. I felt like he was very poised in that regard. I'm going to take the Raiders, but just had to get my little piece about Jeff Saturday out there.
That's fucking hilarious. This glowing report. They're going to lose.
Yeah. They're going to lose, and it's going to be a shit show.
I'm
I
only
feel like-
picking the Colts because it is a shit show.
Yeah.
And because there's always that story of like, this is Jeff Saturday, his only game that he's ever coached ever, and he doesn't even know what a
undefeated.
football is. And then he just comes out and has like the dumbest game and just wins. That's what this is going to be.
I'm here for it.
This is
And
going to
it'll
be
be
the most
funny.
entertaining game of the entire season.
Yeah, no, it's going to be definitely something to watch. It's
Is it going to be something to watch?
Entertaining is not always a good thing, by the way, you
Is
guys.
it?
oh yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. So that was like kind of one of the points that Jim Irsay had made, and said, I'm glad that he's inexperienced. I'm glad that he doesn't have the fear of analytics and this, that, and the third. Like, he coaches with his gut. He doesn't understand like fear and stuff like that. So he's gonna coach from his heart. I'm like, you dumbass. Like, who goes out there and says, I'm glad this guy has zero experience and zero qualifications to be able to do this job?
He's
Look, all I'm
back on the
saying is the
booger
fucking
sugar?
head coach, the fucking head coach of the Raiders is still fucking Josh McDaniels. So y'all can hate on Jeff
That's
Saturday all
true.
you fucking want. Josh McDaniels still has a fucking job in Vegas. So,
That's true.
and we know he sucks. We don't know anything about Jeff. We know
That's
Josh
true.
sucks.
We do know that maybe we make a bet on the unknown and just
Plus, you got to think they just put Waller and Renfro on the IR.
Oh, that's true. You know what? No, you've changed me. Give me the Colts.
That's right. Hop
Boom!
on board. Buck
Give me
up,
the Colts.
Buckaroos.
Yeah,
Let's ride.
You took
that's right.
you took my thunder. I was riding with the
Oh.
Colts because of Ryan.
Yeah.
Are we okay? So holy shit, we are unanimous, Indy.
Yeah.
We are on the
Unanimous
Jeff
Indy.
Saturday
Yes.
bus, boys. If this thing goes down, we're all going down together.
Mhm. O'Doyle
Buckle up.
rules. O'Doyle
Buckle
rules. O'Doyle
We're either gonna
rules.
look really fucking smart on Sunday or really fucking stupid.
And then he'll be able, if he does win this game, they'll be like, you know what? He's undefeated as an NFL head coach.
Then he
How
retires.
funny? Hold on. How funny would it be though if he does win the game? In the post-game press conference, Jim Irsay comes walking in, just starts throwing fucking sausages at the reporters. Just fucking
Figured it out, you sons of
sausages.
bitches.
They go on a fucking run and win the fucking South. He walks in and just starts fucking shoving sausages down people's mouth like Dan Snyder would. Anyways, yeah, he's getting sued, by the way. Fucking
He is.
fucking Commanders. All right, we got the Saints heading to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. I believe Dalton's getting the start there again, yes? I
Yep.
believe
Yeah.
he's taking over that position.
Yep.
Yes,
I
sir.
honestly could not care less about either of these two teams. I forgot they were playing football this weekend.
Ryan.
There's not a lot of good games. to be
Ryan's
honest with you.
abstaining.
I'm what?
You're abstaining. You're not thinking. You not know what abstaining means. Taking this one off.
Oh. Ah.
He's here,
No,
but
I'm gonna
not
bet.
here.
I'm gonna say Pittsburgh wins.
Blake?
Just because. I'm going Pittsburgh. TJ Watt should be back, so I'm going
That's
Pittsburgh.
why.
The defense will be a lot
That's
better.
what he said.
I'm going New Orleans.
No doubt.
Because the Steelers have been like one of the worst defenses in the league. And yes, like TJ Watt will definitely help. But I want to say, like, in Ryan and Keith, you might have to help me out there.
Gotcha.
But I want to say they're like, in terms of pass defense, they're still like I want to say like 30th or 31st, some shit like that. Like their defense has been terrible. Like, yes, certainly like TJ Watt will help, but I don't know. They've just
Unless
been
he's lining in the defensive backfield.
right.
Pittsburgh is 31 in pass defense.
Okay, yeah. So 31st in pass defense.
Real
I
good,
don't think that
guys, with
TJ
Minka.
Watt is going to really help on that front. Chris Olave has been awesome. Alvin Kamara has been awesome, and that's really been essentially the entire Saints defense, or excuse me, offense. I think that their defense is marginally more competent as a whole than the Steelers. So give me the Saints.
I'm taking the Saints too. Split it. We're gonna split
We're
it
split it. I like it.
Wait,
because their pass defense sucks. This way.
What?
No, I did it wrong.
Oh yeah, guys, you're so right. Look, Ryan's
We were
over
right.
here.
We were right.
Cardinals head to LA to play the Rams. Kyler and Stafford are both game time decisions.
Gross. I think I'd rather watch the game before that.
Is Streveler still on the roster for the Cardinals?
Who?
I'm checking. I have no idea who the backup is.
He is he's fun to watch. Like I remember watching him in the preseason. He was a CFL quarterback.
Whoa.
And he was one of the better. I think he was like the CFL MVP or some shit like that. But his preseason tape was a lot of fun. Like he was a gritty, just hard
lumberjack of a man.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. It's probably not. He'd
Ryan's
probably
like,
cut him, and they're probably going to put in Colt
syrup.
McCoy.
Colt McCoy, Trace McSorley.
Yeah, Colt McCoy.
I got
And then
Rams.
John
here. I think if
Wolford
both quarterbacks
for the
aren't
Rams.
playing defense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
I'm
which
with
case,
you.
give me the Cardinals.
I'm going
Ooh.
Rams. Rams because I don't trust.
Ryan's chewing Pringles and shaking his head yes, but I don't know if that's a
Rams.
yes to the Rams.
Oh, no.
Oh, we lost Keith again. He keeps hitting the wrong button, I guarantee it.
Yep.
So he was saying Rams. Ryan, what did you say?
I said Rams.
Rams, and Keith said Cardinals.
No, I
and-
said Cardinals. Keith said Rams.
Or yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Keith said Rams.
There he is.
My
Welcome
bad.
back.
My bad.
Did you go through a tunnel?
My laptop died. I was paying no attention to my laptop.
Does it fuck with you when I bounce you guys back and forth?
No, because now I can just do this. Be right. See?
Nice.
We got it.
Thunder Twins.
Activate.
Ah!
But yeah,
All right, I'm done
There we
playing.
go. That's better.
Cowboys and Mike Fat Ass McCarthy heading back up to legendary frozen tundra in Green Bay to play the Packers.
Man, in a way, and I know everybody here but Keith is, going to kind of shit on me for saying this, but I almost feel bad for Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Simply because,
Fuck that.
well, hear me out. Hear me out. So
You got about 3 seconds to make a
I
good
think
point.
it would have been funny for him to just shit all over Mike McCarthy. And I hate the Dallas Cowboys. So yes, I will root for like shit for the Packers in this game. It's not gonna
That's the final straw. I can't take it.
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The Cowboys are gonna absolutely destroy them. But it would have been funny to watch Aaron Rodgers, and I guess in reverse, it's going to be funny to watch whatever interaction Mike McCarthy has with Aaron Rodgers during this game. But yeah, Cowboys via bloodbath, and I feel disgusting saying it.
Ouch.
I will root for the
Ryan.
Packers, surprisingly. That doesn't mean your team is good, Summer. But
Actually,
Yeah.
Summer, hear me right now. Your team's dog shit. Congratulations. Welcome. Welcome to
Yeah.
the club. Ryan.
I don't like saying it, but Dallas.
I had just so you know, I was
I just
hovering
don't
over
like
the remove button.
I
For
just
sure.
don't like saying. I just don't like saying Dallas because I don't like that team.
me neither.
But yeah, no,
Nor should
they're,
anybody.
they're gonna beat the Packers. They're gonna beat the
Yeah.
fucking tits off them.
Keith?
Keith,
My team will not
the
lose
one I wear.
6 in a row.
Your
They will
team will
not.
lose 6 in a row.
Will not lose 6 in a row.
Your
So
team
you
will
got-
lose 9
So
in a
you're
row.
taking that to the bank. You got the Packers for this
I'm
one?
taking the Packers with Rob, who also took the Packers.
Ooh. That's a spicy bet.
Barely. We will not
Go
lose another
ahead.
game to the Cowboys at home.
Mm.
Ironically, I
Like
feel
you
better.
are gonna lose a game to the Lions.
We lost that away. We lost 6 players in that game to injury.
Yeah, now they're all coming in hobbled against one of the better defenses in the league.
They're not coming in hobbled. They're not coming in at all.
They're not coming in at all.
They're not. They're just staying home.
Yeah,
They're
they're not.
hurt.
Yeah, they're not
We
coming
lost-
in at all.
think.
We lost with
I
Sean
think
Gary
Packers-
and Eric Stokes for the year.
Yep. I think
Oh.
Packers fans can find solace knowing in the fact that Micah Parsons will finally break Aaron Rodgers and he'll be out for the season. So you guys will get to see Jordan Love. You're still going to pay the stupid ass money to Aaron Rodgers, but I think Micah is going to hit him one too many times in that hand and finish that thumb off.
I got into that money 2 days ago, and it's ugly.
Oh, I
It's-
know it's beautiful. I
it's-
mean, you could call it ugly. We
It's
call
ugly.
it fucking glory.
It's ugly.
We call
And when I
it
say
glory.
Aaron's going to carry us, I mean Aaron Jones is going to carry us, not Rodgers.
Is he
If-
still on the team?
Yes.
Does
I don't think
anyone know
LaFleur
that?
knows. I don't think Matt knows. Matt does not know.
Oh.
Aaron Jones deserves better than this.
We are
I
Yeah,
like
he
Aaron
does.
Jones.
Yes, he does. Sunday Night Football, Chargers heading up to San
hey,
Fran.
fucker, you didn't make your pick. Make your
Oh.
Yeah,
pick.
what's your pick, Blake?
Do you, I mean, do
Yes.
I really have to?
I need you to say it.
You really want me to say the Cowboys?
Yes.
I mean,
I had
I'll
to,
say
you
the
asked.
Cowboys.
I just wanted to make you say it.
If there's
Say
ever a
my
game
name.
where like they need to cancel it because two toxic fan bases cannot be in the same place at the same fucking time, they're afraid of riots,
And the
terrorism,
farts,
anything
really.
like that. If you need to cancel the game, we understand.
It's the
Cancel
game of the week. They're not canceling it.
Between
It's
Yeah,
the Greg
love-
Olson whoever game.
Mountain Dew and cheese curds being served there at the game to appease both fan bases.
not very good ones according to Ryan.
The cheese curds were
The
good.
cheese curds were fantastic. It was the little
The garbage he ate was
Chicken.
not good.
chicken wing bites.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
I was disappointed.
All right,
and
Sunday
I
Night
still
Football,
am.
Chargers heading up to Candlestick. I think it's Candlestick still, right? Candlestick to play the 49ers.
Levi Stadium.
It is not.
Oh, it's
Well,
Levi
Field of
Stadium.
Jeans.
You're right. It's Levi
The field
Stadium.
of jeans.
Chargers. No, excuse me. 49ers.
49ers?
Yeah,
It's the right pick.
49ers.
I know.
Niners
I'm
is
clipping
terrific.
that. He said Chargers. I'm clipping it. I'll edit this part out.
Yeah.
It's
I
live.
just keep saying that the 49ers will beat the Chargers. The 49ers will beat the Chargers. The 49ers will beat the Chargers. The 49ers will beat the Chargers.
That was somebody's activation code somewhere in
Just... yeah.
the world. Sick just set off a terrible chain of events. No.
I say again.
I got Niners.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
Yeah, Niners. I think that they are probably the one team that I could see challenging Philly this year
Philly?
on the NFC.
Give me a couple more weeks with McCaffrey being healthy. And
Yeah.
I might jump on that wagon with you.
And Debo's back.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it'll be.
They've essentially got their entire starting cast.
I almost feel bad for that Chargers defense this weekend. Like Kyle Shanahan's going to have his first time running CMC and Debo in the same CMC, Debo, Kittle, and Ayuk on the same fucking field at the same fucking time.
It's not fair.
With JC Jackson on the sideline. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough. And then Monday Night Football. We got Philly at home against those communists out of Washington.
Give me the
Commanders that are being
birds.
sued.
Give me the birds. Give me the birds.
Yeah. Eagles by bloodbath.
Fly Eagles fly.
Don't start Jalen Hurts because he'll be out by halftime.
I would not. I mean,
Not because of
Either you go
injury,
on
just
Philly there,
because
too.
it's going to be that far out of hand.
Yeah, it was like the Titans-Bills game where like Case Keenum came in before the third quarter was even like over.
Right.
Like,
And probably
Keith?
still scored more
Oh,
points than some people.
I got Eagles. Eagles by
Eagles. Yeah. Anyone put any? Rick, you've been kind of messing with the parlays. You've been doing any fun parlays this weekend?
I haven't. I've been doing like the prize picks, and it's more like player props and whatnot. I haven't actually had a chance to look at them for this weekend.
I am
But-
not.
Let's see what we got.
I know Ryan's not. I did. Did Rob send
You
a parlay
can't-
into the chat? I didn't see.
No, we did
Ooh,
not.
this could be an interesting
I
one.
can't know.
They've got Justin Fields' passing yards set at 175.5. You taking the over or under on that one?
You know what? I'm gonna actually take the over.
Over.
On that one. I feel like he's
Over.
gonna run less and throw more.
Yeah,
This weekend.
Especially if they're
yeah.
spying him.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
not like
could
Detroit's
be.
got a good defense.
Took
No.
me this entire show to move my water to the side that it should have been on. It's stupid. I'm stupid.
Hey, you're learning. You're learning.
Left hand.
Ooh, they've
life
got
is
Austin
rough.
Eckler pretty low. So Austin Eckler rushing yards 45.5 against San Francisco.
I'm taking the over there, I think.
I don't know, man. I'm taking the under. I think.
I'm gonna go take the under. Yeah, for sure.
Really?
He didn't do very well. He didn't do well last week, really.
Usually, when you
No,
see
2
such
weeks
a
before he had 2
low,
touchdowns, though.
when you see such a low
But he had no yards.
score like that, like I don't know. I typically
They're gonna
go
be-
the under there.
They're gonna get blown out, and they're not gonna run the ball.
Yeah.
They've got Kenneth
Yeah, that's
Walker's rushing and receiving yards combined set at 94.5.
I would take that all day.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Over. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think he does that on the ground
Over.
against Tampa.
And then a final one that I'll make mention of. Let's see here. They've got they've
You betting like $1,000 on it this weekend?
no, I'm never going that
Why
high.
not?
Because one, I don't have that much money in my account. Like I'm still playing with like house money from the initial time I signed up with
Isn't
signed
that
up
the
account.
best?
Yeah.
Win big, play big.
Final one here. They've got looks like Amari Cooper set at 4.5 receptions.
Oh, I'm taking that.
You taking that?
I'm taking the over. Yeah, I'm taking the over on that. Miami didn't look good against Chicago, dude.
Okay.
Like you take away the lack of no call pass interference or the pass interference call that was not pass interference. Just one of the two, we probably win that football game.
Yep.
Or the blocked punt for a touchdown.
Or the block.
Well, but that wasn't questionable. Like that was legit. It is what it is. That was a good
Right.
play by Miami. We lost the game because of it. Okay, but
But our offense was better.
yes, it was. And when you have two plays against the same team, which either one may have decided the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is an interesting one. So they have one that's like rushing and or receiving touchdowns. This is kind of a weird player prop. So they have like two players from like opposing teams, Chris Godwin and Tyler Lockett for 0.5. So basically they have to like one of them has to score a touchdown. You're basically betting on two different players at the same time. One of them has to score a touchdown.
And it was Lockett and who? I'm sorry.
Lockett and Chris Godwin.
I would
I'd
take
take
that.
that.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I would bank on
throw a
Lockett,
fiver
but-
on that.
Okay. Yeah. That's where we're at with prize picks.
What are the odds on that?
It doesn't say. It just gives you the
No, it doesn't say.
it's player prop. So you're taking either the over or the under.
Yeah, we don't have that in Missouri here, boys, so I can't do any of the gambling.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
maybe next year.
Yep. Maybe next
Maybe.
election you guys can vote on it.
Baby steps.
Maybe.
Baby
Now that
steps.
you got the marijuana.
Maybe. Maybe. What I need is a casino in East St. Louis is what I need.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, okay,
You're
not
gambling every time you go there, anyways.
well, yes,
With your life.
maybe like
Oh.
like north of East St. Louis, like Alton. But like you know what I'm saying, like
Okay.
just on that side of the river is what I need. Or put one on the fucking Mississippi.
Yeah.
That's not Missouri. I could sports gambling there, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole like Lake of the Ozarks theme? Like they gamble on the lake or on the lake.
That is why Peoria, for the longest time, had a boat, and they made when the boat went out, you can gamble.
Yeah, see, it's
Mhm.
legit, boys. It's legit.
Some weird loophole.
Hey, loopholes are loopholes. Any honorable mentions before we get out of here this evening?
The World Series winning GM is a free agent.
Wow.
James
Yeah,
Click. Let's say they gave him a deal. It was an embarrassing deal, and he walked. He said no thanks. It was just a 1-year deal too.
That's interesting.
Yeah, something.
Do you think it's
wild.
because he knew they cheated to win it, and he was like, well, "Fuck this, I'm out"?
Right, probably. You got to pay me a little more than that to keep this secret.
Bitches.
Hey Blake, there is a casino in Alton, Illinois, by the way.
Is there?
Yeah, it's called the Argosy. It's got sports betting.
Oh,
Nice.
we're gonna have to go there.
Interesting. This is actually my final show before I actually come to St. Louis. So,
Yeah, buddy. I was getting ready to say.
Yee.
yes, sir. We'll definitely work
That'll
something
be
out as
fun.
far as me doing a show there with you. Not sure what
Yeah,
I got
dude.
going on in my family, but I'll make sure to do one with you before I leave town.
Sweet.
Most definitely, dude. Most definitely. That'll
Yep.
be fun.
Mhm.
Well, boys, I think that's about all that we've got for tonight. There's nothing really. I mean, we didn't really talk about the Commanders being sued. They're being sued. They're shitbags. I mean, are we shocked that they're being
Dan
sued?
Snyder's a shitbag.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That
Oh,
price
heck,
is about
all
to
right.
come down drastically.
yes, it is.
You know what's
So who knows?
nuts? The person that won the Powerball, the $2 billion,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't even have enough. Like I think you cash out, you take like 1.1 billion or something. You were
Mhm.
still like 4 billion short of buying the fucking.
After this lawsuit, though.
Okay, now let me ask you this: Do you
Maybe.
think when we have the new owners, they change their mascot again,
God, I hope
or do
so.
you think they leave it as the Commanders?
I hope they change it back to Redskins, but just like change the logo to a potato.
A
Like
red
Redskins
potato.
Potatoes. Yeah.
A red potato.
We've said that a couple of times. That's fucking.
I just think that'd be hilarious. Who knows? Honestly, I don't think so. I think that the Commanders stakes. Feel like the NFL's probably sick of dealing with this shit. You know, going back and forth on it. And honestly, like as much as I hate the name, like their new uniforms don't look terrible.
No.
I like the W on the helmet.
I like the W.
Yeah,
I like their branding. Otherwise, you know, I wasn't a fan of the name, but it's not the worst. I think that they easily could have leaned into something more like, you know, kind of hearkening back to that old defense of theirs, like, you know, called them like the Washington Red Hogs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been cooler. And, you know, if they do decide to change it, like maybe that's something to look into, you know, kind of harken back to.
Didn't they used to have like people in pig masks and shit like that, like in the stands?
Pig mask and dresses.
Yep.
Yeah, so like, be the Redskin pigs. Is that a real thing? Pig? That's
I think
I mean,
it's
pigs
hog.
are real.
I think it's a hog.
Yeah.
Birds aren't real, but pigs are real.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're talking about bullshit now. All right, boys. We will be back on Tuesday. You guys have a great weekend watching some sports. We will see you then. Peace.
Peace.
Later.